Hi, I'm Gordon Brown. I'm a member of the Waterfront Botanical Board of Directors, and I've been on the board for several years. So I'm here today to talk with you about why it's so important for my wife and myself to be involved with this amazing project. And perhaps one of the most important reasons I'm interested is because of the youth of the community. One of the visions I have for the future is to see lines and lines of yellow school buses pulling in the interest and letting out hundreds of kids every year to come and learn about our environment, to learn about growing things, and to learn about the earth itself and why it's so important that we all take responsibility and take care of this wonderful place where we all live.
Hi, I'm Margaret Bell, and I got involved with the board earlier this year and the gardens for a variety of reasons. I love being involved in building organizations. I'm very visual, and I love gardens like my mom, my grandmother, and my great-grandmother.
My name is Jerry Lynn Wickman, and I am one of the newest board members of the Waterfront Botanical Gardens. And this is my first year serving on the board, and I'm really excited to join the team and to be a part of such an exciting project for our community. And my husband and I have 3 young kids. As a family, we're really excited about staying active and involved in our community. One of the areas that I'm particularly interested in as far as serving on the board is to bring some diversity to the board and to some of the decision making that's going to be going on with future projects, making sure that the gardens, which I know is going to be a very educational, rewarding, and enriching experience, will be available and accessible to all parts of our community.
And it's been great to be part of the organization as it's grown and developed and literally brought to life our vision. I've fallen more in love with our mission and vision over the last 11 years as I've seen what this can be for the community. I've also seen how much it can mean for individuals within the community. We now have 5 kids. I had no kids when I started with the organization, and so I see this as an immense potential to impact them and impact others within the community, other children, to educate adults and kids alike about the importance of nature, the power of plants, and the importance of environmental stewardship and conservation.
My name is Nejma Piagentini, and I'm a board member for the Botanical Gardens. And by training, I'm an environmental scientist. Primarily, the reason I'm interested in environmental science and biology is the question of why. Why do cells do what they do? Why do plants do what they do? And I really wanted to research it and study it, so I have an advanced degree in environmental science. So when I found out that they were doing a botanical garden on a landfill, the first thing I did was I wanted to see the site. And I remember coming on the site and seeing a foundation and pilings over what used to be trash. And I remember a presentation that Casey gave where she's explaining the history of the area, the history of the dump site, the history of how this area improved. And I was excited about it, and I wanted to be a part of it. And it had been the cusp of a lot of work, and I was coming in when a foundation had been set, but there was so much more to do. So I was excited about that, and I wanted to be a part of it. So.
My name's John Solomon, and I'm the chair of the board of the Waterfront Botanical Gardens. I got involved with the organization when I lived in the Butchertown neighborhood and really was drawn to it, I think, primarily for 3 reasons that are important to us here, and that's education, infrastructure, and environment. A lot of people don't realize that our mission here is primarily an educational one. We're planting seeds and growing minds around the idea of sustainability. And it's no coincidence that we've led here on the site with the construction of the Grazer Family Education Center and now the Ellen Leslie Botanical Classrooms.
It's something that I am very excited to be a part of and was very humbled. It's very unique to be able to participate in a project that has such a long-lasting contribution and impact with our community. As we all know, Louisville has a long, successful history with developing parks, the Olmsted Parks, the Parklands Project at Floyd's Fork, and now here at the Waterfront Botanical Gardens, which is closer to downtown and gives a lot more access to our community, to nature, and learning about the importance of nature.
Ironically, I was a part of a Jeffersonville project to build a canal in downtown Jeff. And I became a liaison between the canal and the garden over here, and then the canal fell through, and I found myself over here, and I'm just so happy about it, I can't stand it. Always wishing there would be a garden here. And then all of a sudden I'm on a board and we're making it happen. And I just got so excited about that. I have a passion for plants. I have a passion for the community. I want to give back. I want to share that. I want to bring people in here and let them see what we've done. And so that's part of that. And then on a bigger picture, what doesn't Louisville have? And the Botanic Garden was one of those things.
And my favorite thing about the garden is change. Through the foresight of so many people before me, this property has been changed from a dump into an amazing, vibrant, beautiful, serene space. Every time I come to the gardens, it brings me so much happiness to know that this space is going to be there for my children and my grandchildren and generations of Louisvillians to come, because it is ever changing.
And what drew me to this project was this incredibly well-designed, exciting place on Frankfurt Avenue. It's also a great place to go in these turbulent, crazy times to see a very upbeat, exciting, relaxing place, and you can learn about our environment. So I've been involved for 8 or 9 years, love every second of it, and I encourage you to get involved with Waterfront Botanical Gardens.
Hi, I'm Mary Kay Poe, and I've been on the board since 2018. And I became involved because of the partnership with between the Avish and Waterfront Botanical Gardens. They created such beautiful beds of just garden beds and ornamentals, and we fixed up the structure and educated the community with cooking classes and day camps and scout camps and just really wonderful programs. They even turned our koi ponds into beautiful water gardens that even Monet would be proud of.
Such a privilege to see it grow from just hopes and dreams to this just gorgeous gardens that's just growing. It's a dream that we barely had all those years ago, so it's been wonderful to be a part of that. So I love to come in all the different seasons. There's something new and changing and growing and vibrant every time I come. And so you've just got to come and see what it's like at every time of the year. Green, growing things, beautiful flowers, they nourish my soul. And it's something that's been part of my dream to share with the rest of the community.
From the original acquisition of the site and the documentation of the flora and fauna prior to construction, through the architectural design, the construction itself, the event planning, the educational programming, there is something for everyone, and it has been a joy to be a part of this project.
My name is Kevin Fennell. I joined the board in 2021. I'm really excited to be a part of an organization and a development that is and will be a tremendous destination for Louisville and the surrounding area. I think a botanical garden is a community asset that has health benefits, educational benefits, and it's truly a remarkable project that's happening here. The site itself is unique, I think. It's an urban site. It was a neglected site, and Waterfront Botanical Gardens is transforming this place, and I think it will be unique in the context of other botanical gardens.
My name is Bill Wade, and I'm a member of the board of the Waterfront Botanical Garden. The reason why my family and I have gotten involved is to honor my mother, Dot Wade. She was involved in the initial thrust to try to get the gardens coming to Louisville, starting back in the early 70s. She was one of the original board members of Botanica. We'd like to carry on her legacy of education. She was very involved in educating the public of all ages of everything about nature. One, its beauty, and two, our impact on nature and the natural environment.
My name is Chase Sanders. This is my first year being a member of the board here at Waterfront Botanical Garden. I'm excited to be a member of the board. I can remember when Casey first told me about the Waterfront Botanical Garden project at the time, 5 years ago. She showed me renderings from a book that were just amazing, and of course you can see today that they've come to fruition, and they're still in a working process. I've taken part in developing a number of horticultural projects in the community. in Metro Louisville. And I'm excited to say that this is going to be a project that enhances the horticultural aspect of our community, the educational aspect of our community, and also will transcend ages in our community.